Hi guys, my name is Wendy and I work for the Central Branch Library. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make this cute little octopus guy out of yarn. So it does take a lot of yarn. You are going to have your yarn pre-cut, but I did want to show you how I got this amount. This thing is 12 inches and I've wrapped it 100 times around it. So that is actually 200 feet of yarn. And you're just going to cut it at both ends. Make sure it's nice and even. And like I said, we are actually going to give you this yarn already ready to go for you. So y'all don't have to worry about this. I just wanted to let you know how much yarn I actually used. Alright, once we have come this far, we're going to try to line this guy up. Get all the little pieces somewhat to a similar length. And the rest of the supplies you're going to need are down here as well. We've got some tiny rubber bands, things that you would use from like the bracelet rubber loom kit. We've got a couple of pieces of felt for the eyes. We've got some tacky glue, and we have a 2-inch styrofoam ball, and of course scissors. So to start with, we're going to put a rubber band right at the top of this guy. The second step will be to use your styrofoam ball. And if you actually have a fork, it actually helps to try to get the yarn sort of smoothed out. So that might be a good idea. And we're going to divide this guy in half, leaving a little bit on the bottom. And place the ball inside. Now at this point, that fork would come in handy because you want to get this nice and smooth before you're going to put another rubber band on the bottom. So now we have him ready, and we are going to braid the legs. So the easiest way to do this is to just keep dividing in half. Now octopi have 8 legs, so I'm just going to put this half over here, heavy on it, maybe wrap it with the with some rubber bands, just whatever you need to do to get it out of the way, and divide it half, and then divide in half. And start braiding. Okay, so I am just finishing braiding. I'm going to put my last rubber band on here, and that is most of the work. It's a little difficult to try to section off the strands, but like I said, you can use something heavy, you can use the rubber bands to your advantage, whatever you need to do, and it doesn't have to be exact. Obviously, I did not count a bunch of these strands and figure out. I just divided in half and guessed. Alright, so at this point, our guy needs trimming, and he also needs eyes. So you will have a little bit of felt to make the eyes. I used a quarter to make the big black part of the eyes. And that's what I'm doing right now. And I just sort of guessed with the little ones. If you can see, I just made a large black circle and then a tiny white oval. So I'm just going to cut those out. We are just going to glue our eyes on now. We got some tacky glue. If you have hot glue at home, this will probably be a little easier, but we're giving you the tacky glue in case you don't. Find it easier to put the little light spot on first. Once you got that done, it's just a matter of trimming. If you've ever made a pom-pom, you basically just try to think about cutting in a circle. So I'm basically kind of making a half circle on top of his head. And you keep going until you got him exactly like you like. And you do the same down here, although I find it easier to just go straight across down here and not worry about it. And that's all you gotta do. Trim him up, let him dry, and he is adorable and good to go. Thanks for watching, guys.